Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Mr. BadMae here with another ATS video for you guys. This time we're going to be reviewing the Kenworth LW, or is essentially a logging package on a Kenworth W900 Alpha. This truck is a bit older, so you're not going to see any digital dashes or anything like that in this truck. Not yet. I'm working on them, but our friends over at 850 Modding sent this over to me to check out, drive around, play with it, see what I thought, and and then show it off to you guys. So you may have seen it on a couple of my streams already. I've done a handful of jobs with it. I've been about, I don't know, 10 or 20,000 miles in the truck, so I get a fair amount. Um, and I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with the truck. As you guys know from watching my streams, I have a weak spot, I should say, in my heart for the old school trucks, and I like them, especially the exteriors, their characteristics, and um, just their appearance and stuff. Right, I really do enjoy it. However, I am more of a personal fan of the digital dashes, so I'm working on 850 modding. Maybe we'll get, I don't know, some made up box computer to put on the dash or something. But anyway, nonetheless, I'll leave that there. Um, the truck is outstanding. They kept it as authentic and original to the actual truck. They've included a couple of different packages here on their website. You can kind of click around and see some photos that they've taken. But I'm going to take you deeper than this. We're going to go in. We're going to go through the build menus. I'm going to show you chassis. Well, essentially package A and B. So they have the one that you see a picture of here. That'll be the first one I show you guys. They also have a Alaska stylized way of setting up the truck where things are a little bit more lifted off the ground, just a little bit more rugged. It was, I believe, based on my little bit of research, it was used for like, namely, this package was used for logging, but they also used it for oil fields and things like that. So that's where it would have done its service in Alaska. So with all that said, their store is right here. It's 850 modding, right? And I will put a link to their store down below the video. And I'm also going to have them create you guys a code. It will be a time limited code. So if you're seeing this video, hopefully you catch it within the first couple of weeks. It will be a time limited code. So make sure if you're interested in the truck, go ahead and jump at the opportunity and go grab it. Again, TLDR, the truck is outstanding. It's got uh, better than most customization when it comes to the modded trucks. Um, is it quite on the Ruta level? I would say not quite yet, but they're getting there. And honestly, the truck feels extremely solid overall. So, anyways, with that out of the way, let me go ahead and jump into the truck. I'll stop PMing here. So this is the truck. If I can get my thing out of the way. So here we go. So this is the truck as I have her built. I'm going to take you guys through. Let me get out here. I was kind of looking around the truck. I do have some lights on this, and it's my rims here that I've connected from, Harvin's, the general truck. So, anyways, obviously that doesn't come standard with the truck. I will take you guys to the build menu and show you exclusively what comes with this rig. I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at how I have it built out currently, and you can see as well. Let me go into the admin view here. Underneath the truck, like this, they've done they have done extremely. Oops, let me can't reach my buttons here. Sorry about that. But they've done extremely well with all of the details and stuff underneath of the truck. From front to back, you can see all the bolts and all the gadgets. Everything looks extremely clean. And then it has a little secret spot. Let me get into the truck store here, or the configurator shop. So just going through everything, the cabins, right? I mentioned they have Mercury sleepers. They have all the sleepers like I have. Mercury sleepers obviously have this big door on them. This is the first truck I've seen to have a Mercury sleeper. And then again, there's the Alaska package. I'll wait and click on those last to show you guys the different setup on the front. Different sleeper here painted. The short sleeper that I was running when you guys were starting the video. Up here we have a couple different options. You can go a day cab. Ooh, that's kind of messed up back there. Obviously, when you reconfig cabins, you're going to need to reconfig your truck. But anyways, so we'll jump over to the Alaskan one here. You can kind of see the fenders have changed, right? So it's a little bit more lifted. Your bumpers will change a little bit, and the offerings for the bumpers will change. I think that's the extent of the changes thus far when it goes to the Alaska package. It really is your headlights and your bumper and your fenders at the moment. I do know the guys at 850 Modding are working on doing even more. And again, it has a sleeper there. It has Mercury options, all of the Alaska build out as well. So there are two unique looks you can get with this vehicle. Let me go ahead and go back to where I was at. All right, so we got our truck back. So if we come over to chassis, you're going to have different chassis here. You can have, a whole bunch of wheels in the back if you like that. Super long chassis. This would be more stable. So if you're one that tends to tip over a lot, maybe an 8x4, 8x6 would be good for you. Me personally, I do a lot of highway runs, a lot of freeway runs. I do some logging here and there. Logging is my favorite pastime in this game. I wish it was a little bit more lucrative, and I wish they had double loggers, but that's neither here nor there. So let me go ahead and I'm going to disable my mod. So if we come, whoops, my bad. Disable my mod. There we go. So all these engines are what come with the truck. And then my mod also supports it. And you guys, if you're watching my channel, I have my BadMae's engine transmissions out there on Steam Workshop. The truck is completely supported by that pack, so you can still run your favorite engines, or you could run the ones that come with the truck. Completely viable as well. Whatever floats your boat. Same thing with transmissions, right? It's supported in my pack here, or you can run the ones that comes with it. They have a lot of old school transmissions here, so if you really want that old school feel, you're going to get them here. Obviously, there's not a whole lot to see; it's not a visual thing, but they will have a different feel to them. And then your interiors, again, my mod is off, so this is all with the truck. It does support the SES toys and that kind of stuff. And you can customize the crap out of the interior, which we'll get to that soon in just a moment. Your normal paint jobs, a lot of these are single tone paint jobs. Right, you can go black, you can go pink if you want, purple, green, whatever. They have a bunch of paint jobs in here, usually solid colors. If you want patterns, there is a template that comes with the truck. You can make your own custom paint jobs. Um, I've been running solid colors on the truck, just simply because I haven't gotten out there and made a paint job for my VTC yet, but I fully intend to. She is an amazing drive. One of the best older trucks that I've driven, to be honest. And now we'll go into accessories. So you can see all the customization bits and bobs here. Obviously, we have our, mud flaps and all that here. Your fenders and things you can change. I'm going to go ahead and disable everything. And I'm just going to leave only the truck enabled so that you guys see what comes with it. So they also have these high beams. So if you want some custom lights, they have them there. And obviously, it supports any light pack you may have. It just does not come with a robust light pack itself. They are working on that, but for now, I would recommend something like a KSW light pack, or maybe grab one off the Steam Workshop if you would. But this will support all of those. I'll go ahead and put the black bumper on. I'm just following with black. Then here you can have different lashes for the lights. So if I do like a polished lash, you'll see it gets extended there. Let me get out of this orbital view. So right there's the lights. We can change them to chrome. And then we have different inserts, and that's for the grill here. So let me go ahead and see if I can get. I'm not going to run this bumper, but just so we have a clear visibility of what's going on here. So you could do like painted inserts, right? If you wanted to go with that, you could do matte inserts. There's two different types of matte inserts: glossy finishes, glossy inserts. And then we could do, this is for the blinkers. They go on the fender here. You can do covered, they're square, um, little tiny round ones. And then you can do different things with your grill here. That's the external part. I usually run it glossy or matte. But if you like a painted or chrome, you have those options too. Piping that goes around the grill, as you can see here. And you can do glossy piping there. You can do matte piping. And you can see it changed here a little bit. There you go. That's a good representation of what's changing. And then the side. I mentioned earlier, you can open this. So if you want to drive with your hood open or your engine showing, you can do that. And you can see in here, you got your turbo. Hard to see underneath the hood, but it's looping around here and going back into the truck. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I haven't seen that in the game. Obviously, if you want to change Outlaw, you can change that over to KW. Whatever floats your fancy there. You have bug deflectors, the little cap on top you can even change. So a lot of customization here. Your air filters, you have painted and chrome options, all of which are good. This insert's actually inside the truck. See, these lights that I have on the truck don't come with the truck. So you'll have all the hookups here. They do support, as I mentioned, any light pack you may have. So as long as your light supports, cab panels, then you'll be good. Various different tank options. This is more of a cosmetic thing as it currently sits with the truck. So you could run this any way that you wanted. You could put more mud flaps and things back here. What do we got? What's in here? So this is going to be for your pipes, your mufflers. So you want to do straight pipes, you can do that. You want to round them out, multiple different shields, do standard pipes. Up top here, they roll back. Right, so you have some options here to play with. I'm without a doubt they'll be adding more, I'm sure. These guys, they listen, which is what I really like about E50 modding so far. I didn't encounter too many issues with the truck. There was a couple of things I would like to see, I say changed, but enhanced. Yeah, and they've been super receptive to that, and they've taken down notes, and it's things that they'll likely add to the truck in the future. So excited for that. And again, I just really appreciate them for listening because all too common or all too often do you buy a truck and then just get no support, and that's the most frustrating thing. Um, Fenders, again, there's a couple different options for fenders here. You can just go with the front fenders like that. You can do half fenders or full. I do wish they would have like a black fender, like a matte fender, would be good. But for now, this is what we have. I usually go with that. You can change the background if you'd like. There is a logging rack you can put on here. I just got to find the, you do have antennas. The antennas are up there. They also have clear beacons. This is the first truck I've seen to feature clear beacons, but that is native to the truck. I've looked up a real one on YouTube. Also, the interior light in this truck is red. There's no other options currently, but it does look really cool at night. If you're a fan of red, all the better. And there's the logging rack. There we go. So we're building her out slowly but surely. We're getting her there. I think you guys get the idea. You can put all your radios, things inside. Let me go ahead and jump inside the truck. So the dash can be changed. Stickers, all that stuff here. You can change your shifters. If you want to do twin sticks, you can do that. Your seats can be changed. I think by default, they come with the low chairs, which it doesn't look too bad with low chairs. Honestly, it might even Your visibility may be even better. I had captain's chairs here. I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't have a habit of looking over there. You can have your CB and all that stuff in here. Your killer bees or black widows, you can throw them in. What else we have? That's the antennas. So there's these defroster things. I gotta find right here. Called anti-red, anti-glare. I'm not sure entirely what they do. This truck kind of predates my birth date. I'm old, but not that old. Um, but no, they do look really cool, and I think they're mostly there to help prevent road glare from interior lights, but also from other vehicle lights, I do believe. So it gives you a nice little red glow across the windshield. You don't notice it with your eyes, not in game at least. But on the outside of the truck, you will see these shining through the windows, which is kind of cool. The dash can be changed. So painted, currently it follows the truck color. You can do matte as well. It's still painted, but it's just a flatter color of what you currently have. And then various different wood dashes. You can do gunmetal gray if you want to black it out. Do a metal dash. Plenty of options here. The old school woods. The radio, if you don't want that thing, you can just exit out. Hardwood floors if you'd like. Right. I usually just run the carpet. Again, the twin sticks and stuff. A bunch of stickers. Here you can change the padded. So if you don't like padded, you can take it off. I like padded, so I leave it there. These things we actually clicked on earlier. Little, I think it's like the AC and the heating. So I have mine on chrome inserts at the moment, but if you want to go full chrome or black, you can do that. What's this one? Dashboard set. So if you want your toys, you can put toys up here across the dash. I usually run a clean truck. GPS is supported. So if we put it over in the dash, put it over here. So if you don't play with the UI, so you just play with the in-cabin screens, you can do that as well. And at least it's kind of up out of the way. It's not going to be in your line of sight. Mirrors can be changed. You have this little guy here at the bottom. So yeah, again, I thought the customization is pretty solid on this truck. Could it be better? Sure, always, right? They could always do more. But I think for where the truck is now, it's pretty solid. Especially compared to other mod trucks out there. There's the steering wheels too, by the way. If you want different steering wheels, go for it. Overall, I'm very impressed with the truck, very happy with the truck. And more importantly than just how you can dress it up, more importantly is how she drives. So what I would like to do here for the next part of the video is, just like I did with the Titan, I'm going to bring the Missus in. I'm going to set her up with an Alaska version of the truck. We'll see what she does with hers. And then we're going to do a short little drive for you guys. So stay tuned. Let me get her all set up. And I will be right back with not one of these, but two of these. So stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys in just a moment. Alright, hey there everybody. Welcome back. So I've got the Missus, her truck all built out, and we're just about to pick up a load of logs here. The Louisiana, trucking to Louisiana event is still ongoing. So we're doing a public job today for that event, as well as showing off this truck in its natural environment, aka logging. Go ahead and turn on the beacons there. The Missus is just over that way picking up her logs. So we're gonna go ahead and pull in here. We're seeing the cabs crashing and nothing. This is going to be dynamic loading, I do believe. Oh, so dirty, so dusty, I couldn't see the thing. There it goes. I'm gonna put on the parking brake and watch the action happen. We do have a job today going from Nachitos, Louisiana. I'm sure I've murdered the name, but we're headed up to St. Louis. As soon as we get loaded here, I'll join up in convoy with the Missus. and we'll plot out our route and get on the road. I am going to attempt, well, I don't know. Should we go up the coast-to-coast route or should we stay on the base? I'm not sure. I have to look at the route and see what makes the most sense.
Alright, I'm on my way.
Alright, I'm still getting loaded here.
Oh, good.
They give me one bonus log, it looks like.
Well, buy you 30, get one free?
Yeah. Alright, we are loaded. Disable that parking brake. Launch the trailer back there so we don't collide upon anything. Camper back there, we're all clear. I don't know what we hit. I think we ran over some guy's lunch. He'll live. He's fine. See the missus just up the road from us. And I do have her. Well, I'm in the regular build, and I have her in the Alaska build out. I told you guys there was two ways to build the truck out. We walked through that a little bit in the builder. So now you get to see it in the wild. There she is there. We check the route real quick. 20 to the 55. Maybe we'll just stay on that. It's all interstate.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fine. That'll be the fastest route.
Do you want me to head out first, or?
Yeah, you go ahead and head out. Show off your truck as you go by, I guess.
Alright, I have my beacon on as well. Hopefully we don't have too much light.
No, this truck is minimal on lights. It'll be fine. But yeah, she's got the Alaska pack. So you'll notice her front end's a little bit more rugged. She's got her hood open, showing off the engine. Looks like she went with purple and green. Awfully dirty back here.
Yeah, getting dusty back there. The dirt road.
And again, if you guys skipping through the video, this is the Kenworth LW from 850 Modding. It's essentially a... Oop, we went over the guardrail there. It's essentially a W900 antique W900 Alpha. The LW comes in because it was kitted out and intended for logging. Hence the more rugged build of the truck. They also used it in Alaska for oil field work, and that's why Mo has the build out she has up in front of us. They were very popular between the 60s and mid 80s, something like that.
Right turn ahead.
But again, if you guys are into old school trucks, highly recommend this one. It does drive very well.
Right.
The missus is like not a big fan of not being able to see her cruise control and not able to see her speed digitally and all that stuff. And I'm with her there, but I do have a spot for these older trucks.
Take the next right.
And I do have my, I know a lot of you have seen my headlight pack out there. So I do have my headlight back supporting this truck, both variants, the Alaska model and the standard. In case you guys were wondering, the truck is fully supported by both the engine mod and the light mod. And again, this is a public job, so we are speed limited to 65. We'll get there as quick as we can. And again, if you want to check this truck out, we'll have a link in the description. I'll also have the guys create us a time-limited code. So if you guys are at all interested in the truck, I recommend you take advantage of the discount while you can. Don't know how long the code will be active for. Likely somewhere between 2 to 4 weeks. We'll see what he gives us. Yeah, slowed down to 55 there. Again, I do have KSW's light pack currently installed on the truck, where I'm getting my blue lights from. On the side, the headlights are mine. Those are free. You can pick up my headlight pack either off of my Discord, which is on my YouTube profile, or you can pick it up off Trucky Mods. It's just Mr. BadMae's RGB headlights, I believe is what it's called.
The BadMae RGB headlight.
Yeah. If you guys are interested, again, that's Trucky Mods or over on the Discord. I provide it both places. Unfortunately, it can't be posted on Steam Workshop. It's just one of those things. But if you guys are at all interested, the pack includes colored lights, so the purple, pinks, blue, green, red, teal, and then got a nice little set of police lights in the back. And then of course we have the classic LEDs, which is what she's running up ahead, which is very high-end headlights that work in all trucks, including GTM trucks. So in case you guys are interested, go check that out.
Took me a moment to realize that blinking green thing was the blinker on the dash.
Oh yeah.
I said, what does that light mean? So I'm like, do I have engine check or what? Turns out it's the blinker light.
It's a very simple truck.
I've never seen a blinker light like that.
Yeah, it's a very simple truck from the, like I said, I don't know exactly which model this one's based off of, but this variant of Kenworth was made between the 60s and mid 80s. So they kept things very simple back then. You just had a light, and that's the blinker lights in the middle. When I put the four ways on, you'll see them both flash. There you go. Go ahead and crank up my cruise control.
Well, it can only go up to 65.
Yeah.
So.
And although I don't know if this truck actually had cruise control, whoa, okay,
That was bumpy.
Okay, classic SES glitch. It's not the truck's issue, that's an SES issue. They need a better road crew. That stinks, but
Did you run into invisible objects?
no, it's just cruising and all of a sudden start jumping in the air like a bunny.
It does that sometimes, unfortunately.
Oh, that hurt. That was a lot of damage for no reason. Oh well.
Well, the truck is sturdy, looks like.
Yeah, the truck is sturdy. I did a durability test earlier. I got her all the way up to 120 miles an hour and hit the emergency brake and cranked her sideways. I rolled her a handful of times and she landed with about 25% damage. So she's pretty sturdy.
Well, you said they used them in Alaska?
They use them in Alaska for, I mean, they use them for both logging and oil field duty, but up there it was mainly oil field stuff, like Prudhoe Bay area.
Yeah, those are some interesting roads.
And then they use them throughout the Northwest, like Seattle, Oregon, Vancouver, really heavy in the logging industry. That's where you would find these most commonly.
Keep left.
Like I said, other than that little whoopsie back there, which again is no fault of the truck, it's the SCS glitch. The truck rides very, very smooth. It's comparable to, in my opinion, it's comparable to like a Pete 389, the base game Pete, or even the base game W900. Only this, in my opinion anyway, this has a little bit better visibility than the base game W900, even though the hood is long. It is an older truck, so it's a little bit smaller.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to the long nose.
I quite like her.
It blocks out some of the visibility to the road.
It does a little bit, but I quite like her. I'm trying to convince the guys at 850 Modding to put me a, because I don't want to bastardize their truck, but I was like, you know, if there was one of these on the road today, they would just get a box, a little wooden box, and they would build a T680 new gen dash into the box and just bolt it onto the dash here. So why don't we get a wooden box and stick it on the dash and we'll call it good, and then we'll have a T680 new gen dash right there bolted in a box. We could do that, have that as an option. That way you can service the old school classic fans with the truck how she is now, and you could also service the new school guys. So I don't know, here's to hoping. A man can dream.
Keep left.
And I generally do like the nose mirrors. This truck, as far as I'm aware, this truck never had nose mirrors, so something I've got to learn to adapt to.
Keep right.
In this car, I'm gonna right the back off. There you go, bud, or else you're gonna eat a log. Made it over.
Keep left.
I'm gonna roll the truck.
Was it pretty easy to roll this, or?
No, it's pretty hard.
Oh, good.
It's pretty hard. You'd have to take a turn way too fast. Yeah, overall this is a very stable truck, and this is its short form. So this is the 6x4 that we're driving. There is a 8x6 that stretches it out a little bit, gives you one extra axle, and obviously that hurts your maneuverability a little bit, but it does make you substantially more stable. So if you're someone who has a habit of flipping things over, right, there's an option there for you. It supposedly helps you with like uneven terrain and all that kind of stuff as well, but for me, at least in game, I find it's more useful just to prevent yourself from flipping over. Or if you like, you know, if you cruise around, and there's a lot of people that do this, you cruise around and you don't necessarily do realistic trucking, you just want to get in and do 100+ miles an hour or whatever, which that's fair and valid. And those extra axles help keep you on the ground when you're doing those kinds of speeds. So having the option is good. And we do have about 27 minutes or so here. I'll probably cut out and bring you guys back in.
I'll do a time lapse.
Yeah, maybe
That'll be interesting.
Maybe time lapse that we'll see. Or I may just cut it out and then bring you guys back in at the end. Unless something eventful like me jumping off the road happens again.
We'll fly out to space.
Yeah, but yeah. Oh, and the other thing, It's nighttime. You guys can see the red light. That's the interior light. And then on the outside here, you can see the red light on the front of my truck, in the windshield. The crash here while I'm showing it off. Also, high beams do work. Overall, she looks very nice, very clean. Whoa. We almost had a real issue there. Alright, I'm gonna stop messing around and I'll bring you guys back in at the tail end of this.
Pink hair in the wind, lips cherry red, leather boots tapping with the words she said, baby don't wait up, I ride solo now, and with one last kiss, she's leaving town. Mirror shades and a backseat smile, that hot wife egos for miles and miles. She's got the charm, the spark, the sin, and every stop's a brand new win. She's on the road again, breaking hearts in drive, dancing with the devil in her own wild ride. A little wink, then she's gone like the wind. Monique don't stay, she just checks in, leaving perfume, lipstick, and a sin or 10. She's on the road again. Rest stop, boy said, where you headed, darling? She said, where the heat is, where the heart starts falling. One hand on the wheel, the other on fate. She don't believe in slowing down or showing up late. Country curves in a city mind, she'll steal your breath and leave it behind. She's not lost, she just begins. Every road's a game she wins. She's on the road again, breaking hearts in drive, dancing with the devil in her own wild ride. A little wink, then she's gone like the wind. Monique don't stay, she just checks in, leaving perfume, lipstick, and a sin or 10. She's on the road again. She don't need no map, no man to guide, just a full tank and that fire inside. If you feel her kiss in the summer air, that's Monique. You know she was there. Yeah, she's on the road again, burning up the night in a sundress and stars under moonlight. Love her once and you won't forget when she spun your world and slipped out again. She'll leave a mark like whiskey on your skin. She's on the road again. Oh, she's on the road again.
I feel like behind me.
Yeah, we're getting closer to the end here. This is I was just talking. She was asking about the little pull string in the top left there of the cab. That is the old school pull string for the air horns. You know, everybody used to do the whole tugging thing as you pass the semi truckers. I think we all did it as kids. Because back then they actually had a string, and if not a rope like that one, they'd actually have like a little loop string and they'd pull on those. Nowadays, I'm not quite sure how they do it. I bet it's on a button or something at this point. But then there's also this little thing here. When I go to shut the truck down later, you'll see when the truck stops, that thing actually goes straight down. And then when the engine's on, it goes up into the position it's in now. So a lot of little bits and bobs in the truck here. They are animated, I should say. Even I think like Yeah, you can see the gauges over there moving. So all those animations, they all work. The radio I have in here, the little blue neon thing. Yeah, that's from the 90s. But you can have that in here. You can take it out. Not required to be in here. And again, this is the Kenworth LW, the W900 Alpha series from 850 Modding. Link will be in the description. Look out for a code and take advantage of it if you're interested in such a truck. If there were any glaring issues or anything like that with it, I'd be sure to let you guys know. But overall, the truck has been very solid as far as ability in the game goes, as well as how it drives. Excuse me. The customization, all that stuff is pretty good, I would say, overall. It can always be better, but I think that is their plan, is to go deeper on the customization and trying to keep the truck as classic as possible. You know, like I said, maybe I can nudge them and I'll get a modern dashboard. It would be a nice perk. But we'll see.
Down to 60. I think there's a car next to me and I cannot
Right,
see.
You're clear.
on the current
Okay.
road. Then exit right.
You're clear to go over another one too.
Alright. I'm not used to not
Exit
having those
right.
little mirrors up front.
Yeah, if you're not always paying attention, then you don't know who's next to you. So you made it all the way here with no hiccups.
Don't say it.
No, you did
The
fine.
last 30 seconds, I've had things happen to my truck.
Use the right lane to stay on the current road.
Or a ticket.
Then exit
Both.
right.
But you're able to get her dynamically loaded and hauled up all the way
Exit
out here
right.
with no issues.
Right turn ahead. Take the next right.
Are we taking these into the tunnels, I wonder?
Not sure.
No, it's Evergreen, not Subtropolis. This should just be like a yard, I think. Lumber yard. There goes Subtropolis. That's one of the underground warehouses here in Missouri.
You did a video of a drive there, I remember.
Yeah, I think it was a short or
cool.
something.
I don't think I need to go this way, but okay.
You're good. You can go across them. I'm gonna
You'll find
follow
it
you.
narrow, but you don't have to follow me. Don't follow me.
No, I'm gonna follow you, so I have to go through security.
This is awful.
Continue
River.
straight.
Yellow truck almost had you for lunch.
You
I
have
have a feeling I
arrived
should
at
have
your
made a left
destination.
Oh, you're good.
You can go ahead. I might back up a bit and make that left turn.
No, you should be good here. Should be in the yard. Probably over here by where I'm going.
Follow. You think it's a dynamic?
It's dynamic
Offload?
offload, yeah. See it right in front of me. Right to
Interesting.
back it in. mirrors here and back this thing in there. Too much. Shoehorn her in. Straighten out a little bit here, and then we're golden. There we go. Go ahead and lock her in like a glove. Is this where yours goes to?
Yeah.
Get this offloaded. And then I'll pull off, let you offload yours.
Then I can park next to you.
Yeah. And again, guys, if you're interested, just know the light packs. He supports most of them. I recommend the KSWs. Of course, if you don't have access to that, there are light packs on Steam Workshop that also work. And if you ask 850 Modding nice enough, they may just as well make one. I do know it's in their plans, but how soon they get to it, I'm not sure.
Perfect timing. Sunrise offloading.
Yeah. Through this victory screen, if you will. Way.
Guess I have to back in too.
Yeah.
Sure, shit.
Here. Mo's getting back in over there. Just gonna show you guys the advanced coupling also does work with this truck, because I know some trucks it does not. There you see she's coupled in. I can go ahead and pull up. I guess when you're locked, you're locked, but advanced coupling here does work. You can see the air hoses detached and reattached, so the air hoses are animated. Go ahead and do that once more. Keep an eye on the air hoses, fellas. Go ahead and get locked in. She's in there. Going up, then the air hoses get attached. There you go. She works as expected. Here. I was being very patient with hers.
That's the nice way of saying I'm slow.
No, you're taking it slow backing in, which you should. Be careful you don't go off the edge.
I'm good. I can see.
There's a edge right behind you. That would not be a good one. You'd be in the river.
No, I got this.
Then let it dynamically offload you. Or I guess since it's not your trailer, you don't have
Yeah, I
dynamic
just
offloading.
detached it actually.
Cool. Only dynamic offloading with your own trailer. And there's a little bit of some bugs here and there, not with the truck, but with the base game logging trailer right now that SES has to fix. If you take their trailers, you're fine. But if you use your own trailer, it's a little bit buggy at the moment. It has been since Louisiana dropped.
Back in to join you, I guess.
Yeah, and
Can tell where you're at actually.
I think I'm ghosty anyway. Just swing back
No, I
here.
can see you.
You pay attention to that little thing above my head there in the cab, the little handle. I shut her down. Did she go straight? No, I guess she didn't go straight. I thought she went straight.
I'm next
There
to
it
you.
is.
Can you see me? Can
No,
you not see me?
I couldn't see you.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you can see the handle gets pulled when you step on the accelerator to turn the engine on. That handle comes down, goes back up. So I guess it's just something they pulled when they were starting these trucks up.
Maybe it's just an indicator to other people that is on or off. Or to themselves.
I think they have to like pull it for like I'm not sure, probably for fuel injecting or something. Not sure.
Maybe some sort of a lock.
But yeah, and then you can see these lights. These headlights have a little red ring around them. You put your blinkers on, they do blink as well. Little red rings on the headlights too. That's base with the truck. I like that little feature. I haven't seen that on any other headlights, to be honest. I don't know if Mo even knows what I'm talking about.
Nope.
So you go outside your truck and look at your headlight. You got a red or orange ring around your headlight.
Oh, I see it.
So that ring is your blinker.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, in conjunction with the blinker on the fender, but yeah. So this again is the 3900A or the Kenworth LW from 850 modding. Again, the link will be in the description along with the code ideally, and if you guys liked it, go check it out. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Make sure you hit that sub button, like, leave comments if you'd like to see other trucks reviewed and driven. I'm always working with other modders and just the community in a whole, or as a whole, to highlight some of the best trucks out there available, whether paid, free, or otherwise. So yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.
Take care.